All right, now I've really let Marge dry off here. Now I want to come back in and just add just a few darks here and there, fix some things up, and I'm going to buff off a little bit of paint just to show you how to bring some light back in there as well. So I want a little bit of shadow here. Sunlight's coming this direction, right? I want this side a little bit more lit. So I'm just going to grab just a really watery purple. And I just want to darken up this side a little bit. I'm going to lay a little color in there, rinse my brush. I don't want to go back over that what I just laid down. I just want to pull that paint at the edges and pull it down. When you're going back over washes, you don't want to disturb that original wash. So you just want to lay your paint down and move on. Let's do just a little bit more up here. Here I can cut those feathers out again just a little bit, even putting a little bit more detail in them. Rinse my brush. And I just pull that paint down a little bit. I think she needs a little bit more color in her nose, or in her beak, her beak. So I'm just gonna have just a little bit more yellow, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more purple on the shadow side, or a little bit more orange on the paddle, on the shadow side. There we go. I want to just go a little bit redder around her eye. Remember to leave those little white crescents right around there. Nice and dark on this feather back here. Really cut that eye out again. There's a little bit of eye right there. Cut that out. And a little bit in that deep recess there. A little dark in there. So darken those up a little bit. Again, I don't want to go too dark with the tail feathers. I want to leave those kind of in the background. Everything up here has a little bit more color. All right. Now, with the watercolor nice and dry, if I want to get some light back in there, maybe just a little bit of light in her feathers up here, I can use a dental brush or any kind of brush, really. These are just little small dental brushes that you can buy at any drugstore. Kind of scrub on the watercolor. Let it sit for a couple seconds, and then I take a paper towel and I plunge straight down on it and then lift off. And then you can see some of that light left there. Really dry areas, and you can scrub fairly hard. Just need to wait for a couple seconds, plunge straight down and lift. It gives you a little bit of light back in there. Maybe a little bit on the top of his tail here. Clean part of your paper towel, plunge down, lift right off. Oh yeah, that's just a little bit light in there. A little bit down here, just a little bit. And again, these kind of look like feathers as well. Just light hitting them. A little one in here.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Yep.
I would lighten this next to that dark.
Okay.
And on the upper one as well.
Up here, right here.
Yeah, under the beak.
Okay. Yep. All right. Sunlight's coming this direction. I think I'm gonna lighten this area up a little bit, right up against those tail feathers. Let that sit for a couple seconds, and then just lift that off. Kind of brings that forward a little bit. I want a little bit of light right here. Scrubbing off that yellow really works well. It gives you a nice little light. Look at that nice little light right there. And I'm gonna do a little bit up on lighten that up against that tail feather as well. There we go. That kind of brings that all forward. Take my brush, and I just want to do just a little bit right at the very center of the beak. Just put a little light back in there. You can do this all day. You can go around and take off little areas. I'm just gonna do a few more. On top of the foot. A little bit out here. Just a little bit of light sitting out here. All right, I think I'm gonna stop there. I'm not gonna go too crazy with it. I want to kind of let that dry again. We'll take a look at it. I think I'm getting done.